Hello everybody, I hope everyone's having a pretty good Super Bowl Sunday. Broncos versus Patriots. Well, it's actually Panthers, but they both start with a P, so who gives a shit? This is an anime channel, it's not a know your football team's channel. In all seriousness though, I really do hope that you're having a good day. Because in all honesty, I think it's been a rough week for a lot of us. And when I say a lot of us, I mean me. Listen, before you go down into the comment section and ask where's the Dragon Ball Super review or the One Piece review, just know that for this week I'm not doing those reviews. The Dragon Ball Super episode is just taking way too long to be available. I've been checking the websites and it's just taking way too long to sub. I don't know why, but fuck man, it's like, and I've seen like the raw version. I got into the raw version and a lot of it is just rehash of stuff that we literally just got done watching. So oh, and then Krillin's wearing like a shirt that says taco. Now as for One Piece, let me tell you what happened last night, alright? Because, you know, One Piece comes out on Saturday evenings. This is me last night. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not up yet. Okay, I'll just have to refresh the page. It's still not up. Oh wow, this is kind of weird. Wait, what's this? Due to the North Korean rocket launch interrupting the TV broadcast, One Piece episode 729 will be delayed. This can't be right. Are you serious with this? Did North Korea seriously just cockblock my man Sabo? No, this can't be happening right now. Do you understand the severity of the situation? This means, it basically means that the next Nakama will be North Korea. In all seriousness though, this was some scary shit, especially for the Japanese. I saw a clip on YouTube, like people recording the TV. They were watching One Piece normally, right? All of a sudden, like, as the narrator's talking about Monkey D. Luffy will become the next Pirate King, whatever, this alarm goes off, and then the One Piece cuts, and it's like just, you know, a shot of like the missile or like the fucking rocket. Imagine one day you're eating your soup in your underwear, you turn on the TV, and the government's telling you, oh, there's a rocket right above you, just passing through the airspace of our country. Now, the rocket itself did not have destructive capabilities. It was carrying a satellite. It was going into space, you know, to just, you know, have that satellite placed there. But still, it's like, especially for the Japanese, who actually have a reason to be afraid of this type of shit, all you need to do is open up a history book of World War II, and it's like, god damn, like, this is not a laughing matter. This is some serious shit. Now, I don't know if you know this, but historically speaking, North Korea is not on friendly terms with the United States and its allies. So yeah, you know, there's not a lot of like foreign policy friendliness when it comes to North Korea. It has a border with China, and China has been given the role of the enforcer when it comes to North Korea. Like, I think that, yeah, the United Nations has told China, you really need to keep an eye on North Korea, man. You gotta tell them not to do this shit. The problem is that China depends on North Korea to get certain resources like oil. So technically speaking, China cannot afford to be that much of a douche when it comes to dealing with North Korea. So the problem with them launching a rocket is that because North Korea is not on friendly terms with a lot of countries, they're like, this is not just about launching a satellite to outer space. This is about testing if you can do the same thing with nukes so that you can potentially, not saying that they will or that they are, but a lot of people interpret this as North Korea testing its own ability to see if it can fire some nukes, you know? Now, the United States has already proven that it could shoot down shit that comes into the... If there's something headed for the mainland, if it enters, like, you know, U.S. airspace, the country has the technology to shoot that shit down before it hits anything. It's been proven already. But what about countries like Japan? I mean, I'm assuming they have some type of defensive capability, but the reason why this was so scary was because it came out of nowhere. And even then, all right, in this day and age, if any country in the world, you know, it doesn't matter what country it is, if X fires a nuke at Y, it doesn't fucking matter. That is basically the start of World War III. And if World War III starts, that's the end of the world. Once the nukes start flying, man, it's not just where the nuke lands. Like, the explosion just fucks up the atmosphere, the ozone layer, you know, radiation. It fucks up the environment. It's a whole mess. It's a fucking huge, god-awful, shitty mess, and like nobody will be safe at that point. It's interesting though, because I had a dream a while back about this nuke going off. I was in the middle of a field, and then the nuke, you see the mushroom cloud, and it was coming at me, and I was in this field, and I saw this hole in the ground, like a blessing in disguise. Like I could just go into that hole and be safe. And I got into the hole, and then I woke up. So hopefully North Korea gets its shit together, because it sucks that there was no One Piece yesterday, but it would be infinitely worse if there was no world. I mean, who would I make videos for if that happened? At that point, I would just spend my time talking to cockroaches, like Wally. Now, despite last night's incident allowing me to value the world a little bit more, that does not mean that I stopped thinking that the world is a shitty, god-awful place. It is. Like just last week, Chibi Reviews lost a lot of features on his channel. He made a video about it. A nostalgia critic was going through some similar issues, and once Chibi made his video about the issue, man, the Chibits, they call themselves the Chibits, came together and united. They started morphing together to create this huge-ass Chibit transformer. And once they were set, man, they opened fire. Holy shit, like I would not want to... Chibi at this point commands an army. Like I'm not joking around. He literally commands an army. They spammed the ever-living shit out of the help forums. It was all over the place. Big YouTubers, not even from the anime community, started pouring in, just showing his support, their support for Chibi. It was outstanding. It was great. So it's times like these where it's like, even though it was a shitty situation, like some good things happen. Shout out to Chibi and the community for putting in the work. And see, this is an example, a genuine example of a community, not the bullshit from the Fine Bro. And I stopped myself from making a video about this topic because they were already getting enough hate as it was, and I wasn't gonna, it just. And plus, a lot of stuff that I wanted to say had already been said. Like, people were saying it over and over and over again. In case you don't know, in case you've been living under a rock, the Fine Bros thought that it would be a good idea to license reaction videos. They don't actually come out and say that they were going to do that, but that was the intention. Or at least it would have made it very easy for them to be able to license reaction videos in the future if their plans were actually, if what they had planned actually came to be. In fact, if they had not done that announcement video that they did, that they've already taken down, had they done it without making a huge deal about it, if they had filed the legal paperwork on the down low, they probably would have gone away with it. And just like North Korea and the Chibit Transformer, that's some scary ass shit. Because if this had gone through, they could have potentially approached like anybody doing a reaction video and told them, hey man, you want to keep doing this? You gotta pay up, man. Now again, I don't want to seem like I'm beating a dead horse, but if I recall, out of all this stuff and all the updates they made, there was this one argument, and I'm very, logically oriented. So when people have like crappy arguments, like that shit stands out like a sore thumb. Sorry, I said Thor. Let me play you the clip. Listen to what this guy says. Just listen to what he says.
If you wanted to start a fast food restaurant, you can start one on your own and possibly find huge success, but if you love Burger King and want to be part of that organization, if you join, you'd be able to get access to things like menu items and recipes and specific logos and promotional support. And these are two totally different routes.
Okay, let me tell you why that's a horrible, horrible analogy, all right? Number one, Burger King does not have the ability to sue McDonald's or Wendy's or Carl's Jr. because they're selling burgers. That's number one. Number two is, if you, as an entrepreneur, if you're a business guy, and you have the funds, you have the resources to put up your own fast food restaurant or your restaurant in general, if you have the capacity to do that by yourself, who the fuck would want to work under Burger King? Now, stepping a little bit aside from this fiasco, I just have a huge announcement to make. I am proud to announce that I am licensing anime reviews. So if you want to do an anime review about anything, you have to go through Papa Sawyer first. You gotta show that money. Now, the good thing about me is that I can negotiate with you. So you can either fork over some money, or you can just blow me a kiss. Blow me a kiss through your screen. And I'll consider that as payment. In the course of a week, we have had 3 major calamities. One is the rise of the Chibit Transformer. The second one is the licensing of reaction videos. And the third and final one is North Korea. So it's becoming ever so clear, ever so evident that We're nearing the end of the world. If you have any plans for that, let me know in the comments section below. If you have any regrets, leave those as well. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you did, I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm sorry about the reviews. I'm just not in the mood to talk about Krillin wearing a taco shirt at the moment. I hope that you can understand. Bye.